Oh, yes. Ding, ding.
Let's go, baby.
Dude, I'm ready, man.
Dude, I don't know why. I'm in a different. I'm in rare fucking form tonight, baby. Rare form.
So for those who don't know,
tonight.
Adam woke up like 2 days ago and was like, I'm choosing violence.
I woke up and chose violence today. But
okay, I'm glad I'm here, not there.
It's Wednesday. It's Turnbuckle Times. It's talking wrestling with one of my best friends, and yeah, that's it. What else? Go ahead and tell our people what to do.
Dude, we say the same thing. Rate, review, subscribe, share, all that great stuff. Hit a 5-star if you're listening on Apple. If you're listening to us live, we love you. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you're listening to us live on, Facebook or on Twitter, hey, take a second, jump over and hit the subscribe on YouTube if you've not, and check us out over there too. That's a fun little way for us to build. Obviously, we're still building towards that 50 subscriber mark to be able to give you guys some free shit. Come on. It's free. Tell a friend. Steal a friend's login for all I care. And log in and subscribe.
Who doesn't like free shit?
Who doesn't? Who doesn't like free shit? Find somebody and just do it. Take your wives, take your daughters. I don't care. Subscribe, get it to 50 so we can give away some stuff. Okay?
Yeah. What else you got?
Man.
Real quick. This has nothing. I'm going to go on just a 30-second tangent real quick because it has nothing to do with our wrestling podcast.
Okay.
I want to shout out my other co-host on my golf pod, Brandon Wolf.
Whoop, whoop,
go follow him. Go follow him on Twitter at What's Wolf, WOLFE. He
AKA Golf God.
We are not recording tomorrow night because he is going to the Arizona qualifier to try to win to go to the Arizona Open, which will then give him a chance to, I think, play in a couple of pro tournaments and something else. But anyway, everybody go follow him and give him a shout out, and let's hope that he can come away with a W tomorrow. So shout out to my other co-host, old Brandon Wolf. Anyway, there we go. I told him I'd give him a shout out tonight.
Well, I mean, shoot, if we're doing that, shout out to my boy Zach Boyd, my co-host of No Horsing Around. Love you, Zach. We had a huge day today too, but we're going to top it tonight probably.
Let's try to top it.
Let's do it, guys. Do y'all realize? I just want to give a quick shout out to you guys too, though, to the listeners, to the viewers, to everybody who gets involved. Like when we got off last week, when the show ended, we always look to see like, hey, how we doing on Twitter? How many people looked? And there was a moment between me and Adam on the screen afterwards going, what was the name of the episode? Because I'm seeing like record-breaking number last week.
For us,
and it was like, I mean, just record break kept going. I mean, I'm not bashful. Y'all can go and see it. It was damn near 600. It shocked me. It shocked Adam. Like we literally had to double check what we named the show. So shout out to you guys. We love you guys for it. We're thankful to have you guys jump in here. We've already got Noob. We've already got Justin. Neither one of y'all will be fined this week. So we are happy.
They got in before the intro was over, so they're good.
See, that's dedication. That's dedication to your jobs. Especially you, Justin. You're the wrestletician. We expect you here early. Yes, I might do as I say, not as I do. I may stroll into the chat 5 minutes before, but I also know what I'm doing.
Don't bring that up. I was in a good mood.
I'm a seasoned professional.
Oh, get the hell out of here. All right.
It's like a twin. It's like twins that argue over who was born first, like 1 minute. Yes, I started the podcast a whole 1 week before you. So suck it. So we've done the jibber jabber. Also, make sure. Go.
Let's start our damn show. Actually, we are not going to start our damn show because I want to talk this right here. Merch.
I hit it. You stop hitting it.
I know.
Every time I hit it, you hit it, and it goes away.
Yeah. Anyway, Steven kind of talked about our free giveaway, but also, obviously, we have our own merch. If you guys would want to go over there, grab some Turnbuckle Times merch. It's cool stuff. I'm not wearing my shirt tonight, which is weird, but neither is Steven. So, yeah. But anyway, head over there.
You got to mix it up, man.
Head over there. Helps you get... Hey, Justin, real quick. Justin's doing a comment. My bad. Multitasking isn't always easy. You're good, brother. But yeah, merch, and then like Steven said, don't forget about our free giveaway. So everybody that's listening now or watching live, please go to YouTube and subscribe, and we'll give you some free shit. So, all right,
Free shit.
where are we starting? We're gonna start Raw.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's freshest. You want to start freshest?
It's
Freshest.
It is the freshest that we've.
Wait, before we do that, let's all just take a second and just.
Are we gonna give a clap? We're gonna give a little clap to
WWE closes down the Thunderdome. Whether you liked it, loved it, hated it, despised it, adored it, you got to give them a round of applause. They were able to continue to put a product out there, have the fans somewhat be involved through a worldwide pandemic that affected everything. I mean, no crowds in football stadiums, no fans really to the end, baseball empty stadiums, concerts gone, movie theaters closed down. And they were able to do it, and they were able to pull it off. And I mean, I think you can probably name on maybe one hand the amount of big-time wrestlers we know of that caught COVID during this. So kudos. We wanted to give the shout-out. Thunderdome is officially closed down, and we are back on the road, baby. Live fans.
It's about all I know is it's about damn time, dude, because we'll get to AEW here in a little bit. But it's a big difference, huge difference to have fans in the crowd and in the stands.
Massive difference.
It's just massive.
It's awesome. So you wanted to do it, dude. Let's touch on Raw, man.
Okay.
Raw just kind of, in my mind, Raw continues to build towards Money in the Bank.
Dude, Raw was great this week. I'm just going to say that off the top. It was actually really good this week, I thought. Well, it was good. One match for me.
It had spikes.
Yeah. One match for me made it good. Good enough to say.
Know which one.
Well, I already know you know which one it is, but I mean, tell. Was that your Ricochet impression?
That's my Ricochet where he pulls. I don't know what he's pulling down, but he's pulling something down. A get out of death free card.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Anyway, that was my favorite match. Was the Ricochet continues to steal the show. I just thought. Well, first of all, he did about three things, and let me take that back real quick. John Morrison is a really, really good in-ring performer.
Very underrated.
He's almost to me like Xavier Woods, kind of underrated. Like doesn't get enough recognition as a singles guy. And like him or not, he actually does cut good promos. John Morrison. It's short and sweet. He's just funny. He's not the Miz on the mic. Not many people are, but that match,
no one really is.
That match was crazy. That match was crazy on some of the things that Ricochet did when he off the barrier 450. The freaking damn frog splash off the top rope through a ladder. Then he did that one. What did he do? Run across the ring, jumped over the top rope, over the post, freaking sunset flip. I don't know what else to say, dude.
You don't really know what to say. I mean, the dude's been doing it like his entire freaking life. Like I think he started wrestling when he was 14.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he steals the show. I was watching something today, another wrestling one wrestling podcast that I like, and they said it's going to be really interesting. And we were talking about it at work today with Ricochet is where does he sit, man? Like, do you think they could give him a push, or is he going to be kind of that guy who just gives really cool, solid matches, gives some big pops here and there, and they just kind of keep him at the mid card? Like me personally speaking, I think he could be he could take that leap kind of like a Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy did big spots, tag team kind of guy. You weren't sure where he sat, and then they positioned him correctly, and the dude was an amazing singles. I mean, he won the world title. I think Ricochet could do that. I would love to see him win Money in the Bank. It's a tough sell for me right now because of the amount of talent that's in the match. Yeah. But dude, I mean, he does things every week that you literally think he should die. I mean, I think
we've said that before though. We've said that before though. It's like that man, he's not
13 times now. He's like Ric Flair. He's 16 time. Should have died. Is what he sits at. I mean, and like you said too, yeah, don't. Let's not miss the boat on how good Morrison looks too.
Yeah.
Morrison I mean, dude, he's just so solid.
It
He's so solid in the ring.
was great. That match was.
It was.
Like Noob said. Noob threw a comment up and said it stole the show, and it did. I mean,
You know my favorite match of the night?
it wasn't that.
Sheamus. I'm just kidding. Hell no. It was definitely the Ricochet match. I mean, although I didn't put it in the banner, but let's talk about the Sheamus who popped out at the end, totally setting up a program.
Yep.
You're a dude, man.
Damian Priest, baby,
looking good too, dude. He is a large man.
I mean, I'd fight him.
You die.
I mean, I didn't.
The
say
Archer
I
of Infamy would just shoot you right in the face, dude. How big is he, Justin?
Face.
How big is Damian Priest?
Yeah,
look, can you get that for us?
He's tall. He's tall. I know that.
He's huge.
So
he's gonna beat Sheamus whenever that happens.
Yeah,
SummerSlam probably.
So is my prediction going to come right? Because I did say that. I did say he would hold a title.
Yeah, I think
that wasn't my bold prediction. Like Riddle,
it wasn't looking good for a while. It wasn't looking good for a while when he was off TV for like a month.
I know.
You know, it looks like it's got a better shot because he's feuding directly with a title holder now.
Right.
So it looks like a better shot than Riddle.
Mm-hmm.
Riddle's is looking good. Like he's in the match. He could win it. But I still can't see it. I didn't know completely separate. I didn't know he was in some legal trouble until like just the other day.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
He's cleared of it now, but he was in some sort of little bit of legal trouble there, which I mean, does Vince really care?
No, because we'll get to that later.
I mean,
I want to talk about the Viking Raiders and the way they split it up and did. First of all, they put Omos against who they put him against? Ivar, right? Ivar is the littler one. Is Ivar the little one?
Ivar.
And then they put Eric against AJ. Yeah, but dude,
did you just say the little one?
Yeah, the little one compared. I mean, hell, he is littler.
That's like Great Khali getting in a match with the Big Show and being like, Big Show's the little. I'm talking about the little one. I'm talking about the Big Show.
You know, the 7'2" one, not the 7'4" one. You know,
the one that can wrestle.
Yeah. All I'm gonna say is AJ Styles, who is again, totally my opinion, one of the top 5 best in-ring performers I've watched in my lifetime. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you why. One, his in-ring performance himself is second to none. But what he does for other people, like what Shawn Michaels could do, what Ric Flair could do, is sell. Yeah. AJ Styles can sell a match. He can make anybody look good. And that was what Ric Flair was probably the greatest at doing that. I mean, Ric Flair always came out, like we've talked about before, said he had like 3 moves on offense. He had a chop, a punch, and the figure 4, and that was it.
Really quickly. Yeah, I don't want to interrupt you, but I want to make sure we
when the ring is here.
Yes, man, that is one of our fellow wrestling podcasts. They are doing amazing things, dude. Thank you so much for jumping in here, man. I just wanted to make sure we chimed in and showed that.
Yeah, 100%. We appreciate it. And Jofa, I don't know if you've ever watched us live, but this is a different kind of podcast on wrestling.
We're
just unfiltered talking shit, dude. So.
Noob, I agree with you. Omos is massive. He still just can't wrestle. He's just I mean, but like going back to what you said too, Justin, disappointed went as short as it did. But the odds are with that is that maybe Ivar's not as conditioned. I mean, it's a possibility.
Well, he just came back not too long ago either from being injured.
Well, he's in the ring with AJ too. AJ's probably one of the most well-conditioned wrestlers in the business right now. So
no joke.
I mean, I'm with you, dude. AJ he's been called the best wrestler on 2 legs. Like Stone Cold has called him that repeatedly.
Yep.
He can sell anything. I know we'll get to it, but when you're talking about great sellers too, like I know I'm biased, because I love him. But Orange Cassidy's really, really good too. He's getting up there.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
his ability to sell, getting his butt kicked, getting his ass whooped.
Yeah.
He does a really good job with that.
Yeah, AJ can
So,
do it both ways. AJ can sell it offensively and
Mhm.
when he's getting his ass beat. Like,
Well, and
he's
he can be comedic. He can be
Mhm.
serious. He's great, man.
He cuts great promos. So
He does
I just
a
wanted to
great-
say that I'll go ahead and say I don't think the Viking Raiders win at Money in the Bank.
God, I kind of hope. I really hope they do.
I do too because I don't know what's going.
Who else is going to do it though? Like, who else? Who do you foresee them? Because they got to take the titles off. They got to take the titles off.
Well,
eventually.
Well, I thought it was going to be RK Bro.
It could still be.
Yeah. Which I don't know what's up with Randy Orton. Did we figure that out? Was it scheduled time off? I think Justin might have said that a couple of weeks ago or something.
I think, Justin chime in with it, but I feel like Justin said it was like it's maybe storyline. But then, like, and I can believe that more because didn't Riddle put out an APB, a missing person report on Monday Night Raw for him this week? So, I mean, and I don't want to gloss over this, but because I want to get to the Lashley stuff too, but. It shows where we sit with this. And I love both these wrestlers. I love them. But they're not leading our show off. They're like third or fourth down. We're talking about Omos, Ripley, and Flair. I'm just ready just to take the dog out back and shoot it in the head. Like, I'm done with this. It's not good, man. It's not. The build is bad. The way they've set it up. The match, like I said last week, the match is going to be great.
It is. It
like,
should
I'm
be.
hard pressed to believe it's going to be bad, but the build has been horrible.
It should be great because those two they've worked together in the past in the ring. They know each other and they're both probably right now on Raw. I mean, top talent in the women's division.
I mean, look no further than WrestleMania. What was it? 2 years ago.
2 years ago
when they fought during
NXT
the pandemic.
title.
I mean, it's great stuff, man.
Mm-hmm. The problem I have with it is, like you said, the build-up's horrible. But Rhea Ripley has not looked like Rhea Ripley to me since she's been called up from NXT.
Well, you hate the Gothic.
I hate that.
Like how hardcore it's going.
I just hate that, dude. Like, it's like I really wish they would have. I almost hate that as much as I hate Nikki Ash's superhero bullshit. So what Justin throw in here? There's been nothing on what's going on with Randy. He's probably just taking a little time off.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
I mean,
but yeah, I think I think that match has the potential to be one of the best at Money in the Bank if everything goes right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it will be. We'll get to it later. We're gonna kind of Steven's pointing. Noob, the Rhea and Charlotte buildup is terrible. Like, we're cheering for Rhea or Charlotte because
who do you like? We talked about this last week.
Well,
who
we
are
talked
you
about
supposed to cheer for?
Who are we supposed to cheer for?
Rhea is supposed to be the baby face and Charlotte's the heel. But I don't know. Because they're both doing heelish things.
I mean, I like them both.
I do like them both. I mean, they're both amazing, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know with that. It's sad to see where it is because, you know, they've done.
Right, what's your prediction for that? What's your prediction for that match? Who wins?
I think Ripley does. I don't think they give it back to Charlotte quite yet.
Yeah, I say the same thing. I said that probably 3 weeks ago on one of our episodes or maybe even longer than that I think Rhea Ripley is going to hold that title for a long time.
What will be interesting is, do you think that they bring Becky back or Sasha back and stick them on Raw to fight her? I can see Sasha.
Becky won't be on Raw, I don't think, because Seth is on SmackDown. That's just my thought. Typically here,
dude. Have you seen the pictures of her?
Yeah, she looks outstanding.
Working out. She looks like she is in the best shape of her life.
Yeah, she looks outstanding. So
she's ready to rock, dude.
Yeah, I'm ready to. I'm hoping there's a few surprises. Maybe even Friday something happens. You know, I don't know. All I know is I'm excited about that. I'm just really pumped up to be. Not that the Thunderdome was bad, like we said. It was a blessing.
It was better than the PC, man.
It was way better than that. And
PC is hard to watch.
And it's just going to be, like we said, it's nice to see fans back.
Hey, let me ask you this, man. I want to ask you.
Yeah.
And for all the people in the comments, drop it in. I want to hear what you have to say with this. I'm going to go off the cuff here.
What a shocker.
You had the Attitude Era, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had Ruthless Aggression,
mm-hmm.
right? You had the PG Era.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we're safe to say that it was a year and a half. You have the Pandemic Era, right? Who is who is the star of the Pandemic Era? Who would you say it was?
Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I agree.
I didn't even have to.
I would agree.
I didn't even have to think of that. I mean, him. This is off the cuff. This is not in our outline of what we wanted to talk about. But Roman Reigns, since being the tribal chief and having Paul Heyman with him, has been nothing short of outstanding for his career and for WWE.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what else to say. Why are we laughing? Noob.
I'm laughing because Noob, do you get in trouble with Asuka fans? Because every week, I love you, but every week you bring up Asuka.
What happened here?
I'm just curious.
Noob threw up a comment. And speaking of Nikki Ash, that Fatal 4-Way match is chaotic. Nikki Ash is getting over, but fans are constantly bashing on WWE Creative that Asuka is losing her week, and I'm lucky to take a break.
Hey, if we're talking about the fact, Noob.
Oh, that's a good one.
Asuka was the person, not of the Thunderdome era, but the PC era. I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. I didn't want to interrupt you, but
no.
I saw that and I was like,
no, I'm just saying as a whole, over the whole COVID era, pandemic era, Roman Reigns to me was.
I mean, he missed the first little bit, but he missed kind of the PC, which I think was good. I might put McIntyre up there too.
Yeah,
he
I feel bad
the
for him
the entire time.
I feel bad for him. You know why I feel bad?
I don't. You know, I don't. No, screw that. I don't. Because he's going to win the title again. He's not. He's still not out of the picture.
No.
He's been in the title picture for like a year.
I'll say I felt bad for him on the fact that when he won at WrestleMania, when the pandemic first happened, he won with no fans in the PC when they pre-recorded it, and he didn't get the pop and the, I'm not going to say recognition.
WrestleMania moment.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. He did not get his moment. So that's okay. He still
Speaking of that, do you realize it's been 2 years since Lesnar's fought?
No, it hasn't.
It's been almost 2 years, man.
He lost last year, didn't he?
No, this most previous one was in Tampa. So a year and a half. He's not fought in a year and a half.
Yeah, is he coming back?
I don't know, but if you see the pictures, dude, he's like rocking the little ponytail now and the beard.
Yeah, no,
you seen the pictures of him?
Ponytail looks like me 2 years ago.
Ponytail looks like he getting ready to whoop some ass. I'm just saying. Welcome to Ponytail City.
Let's wrap up Raw. Let's wrap up Raw with the
Lashley.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I'm gonna say this. Obviously, in the title says Lashley loses the match, a couch, and his lovely ladies. We know that he threw the couch out. The ladies have been fired, like for real fired. Like they're gone.
Yeah, they're gone.
Like they're like WWE fired them, not just Lashley. I'll say this: I don't like him. I think he's going to get booed. I think not like the way a heel normally does. I think he's going to get booed. I don't think he's good on the mic. We've talked about it. You don't like him, but I feel bad.
I don't like him because he's stiff. That's why.
But I do feel bad.
He's horrible on the mic.
I feel bad because what other dominant champ, supposed to be built as like the almighty, right? Mm-hmm. He keeps losing, like on roll-ups to Xavier Rhodes and Kofi Kingston.
Quit saying Xavier Rhodes.
Xavier Woods, and I like Xavier Woods.
And you like Xavier Rhodes too.
I do, man. Got paid. Listen to my other podcast. You can hear me talk about that.
No, don't.
But
anyway.
I mean, but seriously though, like I was listening, they were talking about it too. With it is, he's supposed to be built up. Like that doesn't happen to Lesnar.
He doesn't happen to Tate. He doesn't have to be built up. Lesnar doesn't.
I mean, that's true.
It's freaking Brock Lesnar, dude.
Like you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Why? I don't understand.
Now,
Is it
I
to
will
make you
say
think
that there
Kofi
was
can beat him?
I will say, Kofi's not going to beat him, but
No.
he's a placeholder. And I love Kofi Kingston, but here I did call that. It was funny. Me and Josh were watching this at work, and
For those tuning in, Josh is my older brother who occasionally chimes in. We'll see if he
Mhm.
does tonight.
we were watching it at work, and I was literally calling the whole Monday Night Raw, like what was happening, and I hadn't seen it yet either. I was obviously busy that night with other stuff, but I called. I knew he was pissed at MVP. So what's going on there? I want to know what you think. What's happening?
I mean, I don't know. He needs MVP. Like if they break that up, it's not good because he needs his help with the mic. I thought they were headed towards a Kofi leaving the New Day, joining the Hurt Business, and that kind of picking back up a few weeks ago. Dude, here's part two
I
though.
loved the Hurt Business, like with Shelton.
Oh, they did great.
And all the all the.
Well, here's an honest question for you, Adam. Here's an honest question when it comes to this too: is that could they be building an MVP versus Lashley? Because who else is there? Honestly, like we've heard Lesnar.
Put freaking MVP against Lashley.
Who else? Who else is there? You tell me.
That's a freaking hot take right there, bro.
But who else is there, man? We've heard Lesnar, but no one knows for sure. Who else are you going to put him in a match with? I've heard Goldberg.
Whoever wins Money in the Bank. Oh, it's not going to be Drew though, probably because Drew's going to go over to SmackDown and challenge Roman. You do what I said you're going to do. You and you take my hot take and make it come true for me. And you take Riddle and beat Lashley. Oh God,
maybe I don't know, but it's a good think about it though. Like if you don't have, I don't see a clear path.
No,
I don't see a clear one.
I don't either.
Okay, so new had to chimed in and kind of wanted to say, I'm just tired of Asuka fans complaining about Asuka booking. It's becoming more and more childish and pointless, and of course, it's bad for my mental health. Laughy emoji, laughy emoji.
That's great.
But,
that's great, noob. So yeah, I mean, I actually liked the ending of Raw. I know it was kind of weird. He's throwing shit
Josh said
around.
he thought Lashley was drunk when he showed up.
Well, he slipped. Like he come off the ramp, and he slipped. He had his
that's
little
because
dress
it's
shoes
Bobby
on.
Lashley.
My greatest Bobby Lashley moment is like, who was that? And he's like, point over. He's pointing over. No, come over here. No,
oh, that's the best one. It's McIntyre. It's him and McIntyre. McIntyre is trying to tell him where to go. Someone else is trying to tell him where to go. He's so confused. Y'all look it up on YouTube. It's utterly hilarious.
It is utterly hilarious.
I will say, as we ramp towards fans, the product has improved. Now, I don't know if that says a lot because of where it was. I mean, last week Raw had an all-time low viewership. I mean, not like Impact numbers.
Not like 69,000
in the world.
By the way, somebody was mad at me, mad at us on Twitter.
Oh, about the fact that because I put a poll out on what was the best show, which AEW won again, by the way. But they were upset that I did not include Impact.
We did the ones that we cover.
And y'all know too, like I do try because there's a ton of crossover now with Impact and AEW. So I do try to watch. It's just when you've got it's like watching, okay, let's go a different sport. It's like watching the Stanley Cup and the Stanley Cup final. When you were playing in Tampa, they had fans, and in Canada they didn't really. So it's like you're watching the fans in the crowd at AEW and the Thunderdome, and then you're going to watching them in a warehouse. It's tough.
Nothing against.
No, they got talented wrestlers. They do have talented wrestlers.
Hell, I watched Ring of Honor the other day.
Well, yeah, Ring of Honor is actually that's because you like woo Jay Lethal woo.
Dude, he is my favorite. I can watch the Ric Flair and Jay Lethal woo off every day.
Lord.
Every day.
All right, let's move on from Raw, man.
What's your prediction? Bobby Lashley?
For Lashley, Lashley versus Kofi?
Yeah.
Lashley's going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I could see, if you want a little like, ooh, do, like conspiracy theory, I could see MVP costing him the title and going to Kofi. I could see that.
Now I will say, if Kofi wins, and I hate to say, there's more matchups you can do with that. Here's here's a hot take. You ready? Here's a hot take, people. Get ready.
I'm listening.
Randy Orton somehow gets inserted into the Money in the Bank and wins.
Yeah, that's a hot take considering he's been off the air for 2 weeks.
Exactly right. That's a freaking hot take.
And lost not only his Money in the Bank qualifier, he lost the last. He didn't even show for his.
Take it or leave it.
That's a hot take.
We're moving.
Okay.
We're moving.
Yeah, we'll walk on that hot take.
We're going to SmackDown.
You want to go next? You want to go SmackDown?
Yep.
SmackDown. What the hell were they thinking? Do you want me to do it? Do you want me since I'm loud and boisterous?
You're not really loud and boisterous tonight, but go ahead. I'll let you do it.
I mean, what the hell, man? Like, okay, so obviously we took some time out of last week's episode to talk about Jimmy Uso and the need for help, and we didn't want him to be fired. I didn't want him to be fired. But what kind of precedent in my mind did it set that not only did he lead the show, he ended the show, and he featured prominently in the main event picture still? I'll tell you guys, I'll tell you my opinion, and this is what me and Adam talk about when we say things on this podcast that probably won't lend itself to ever getting like big time guest, but it's about this. It's, if you're watching, it's about money. Plain and simple. Who is Jimmy Uso's cousin? It's The Rock. What is the ultimate dream matchup they're still working on for WrestleMania this year? Rock and Reigns. What could mess it up? You fire his cousin. Boom. I mean, I there's still the possibility. I mean, we were talking about today that they could kind of finish out this little storyline with Edge and then shelf him for a month, suspend him, do something. But the fact that you had him getting pulled over for a DUI not long after SmackDown last time, right? And then when SmackDown rolls around, he is the first face you see.
Yes.
If we were in front of live fans, they would have booed him out of the arena. It would have been bad. So, I mean, I just, look, I stood and we talked about what he needed. Now we got to talk about that WWE has to deliver that stuff. And it's just, it was a bad look. It was a very, very bad look in my opinion.
Yes. It wasn't a great look, but he needs help. I agree. They should not have fired him because that would have probably sent him into a worse spiral. And, look, guys, alcoholism is real. Me and Steven have beers, on our show every night. We do. But guess what? I mean, by the way, if you guys, Mugs and Chugs, Juan, shameless plug for the network.
This is the second week in a row.
Please go and try this Rogue Bat Squatch beer. It's great. Anyway.
Did you say Bat Guano?
Guano, no. Bat Squatch.
So you got that, and I got a little bit of...
It's very citrusy.
A little funky Buddha.
But I totally agree. I can't believe they put him where they did in the show, 4 days after, however long it was, that we found out that he had his fourth DUI. But
not one, not two, not three, four.
Like the man can't drive anymore. Literally. Ever. I don't know if he'll like Naomi's gonna have to freaking drive him around everywhere.
Dude, and can I just say I feel bad for her? Did you see she actually had to get off social media because people were blaming her for Jimmy getting a DUI.
First of all, get the fuck out of here with that mess. That's BS. I'm sorry. He's a grown-ass man. Holy shit, I'm going on a rant. He is a grown-ass man. If he can't control that and he has a problem, it's not her damn fault. It's his fault. Now, she can help him get the help that he needs. WWE can. But for people to attack her over her husband and his problem is total BS. Sorry. Rant over. Small screen me. Thank you.
That was beautiful, dude. I got a tear in my eye.
You're welcome. I love you.
I love you too, man. That was awesome. That was great. No, I mean, I'm with you. It's just I don't want to spend a ton of time on it. It irked me to the point that I texted you during SmackDown, and I was like, "What's happening?" Like, I don't understand. It's tone deaf. It was a tone deaf move to have him lead off. I mean, and I want to say, like I said, we never advocated for Jimmy to be fired.
No,
I think that's the worst possible thing.
It would have been horrible.
But you can't live. If I were Fox, I would have been livid. I would have been livid if I was Fox, if I was an executive at Fox. And who knows? They probably were, but Vince McMahon's like, I don't care.
Pay me my money.
What does he say? What does he say all the time?
You're fired.
No. Will it? Oh, what does he say? What does Paul Heyman say? Will it? It'll come to me. It's something about bringing him. Will it draw me? Will it draw me money?
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, that's what it is. But let's move on from him. And let's talk about their show. It continued to be good.
Yeah, it was good. I did like.
No, wait. So before you do it, I want to say one thing, Justin. I can agree with that. I can see your point. Justin says, I think Jimmy being with Jay and Roman is going to be a good way to make him realize how big the story he is in and will keep him off of drinking. It's his fourth DUI. I don't know what's going to keep him off of drinking. Like, that's the only thing. I can see what you're talking about. You show him what he can have, but there are plenty of examples in life of you see what you have and people still piss it away. Yep. And there are other people. I'm going to rant for a second. There are other people in this world and there are other wrestlers in this world that deserve a chance to actually main event. Not a dude who's on his fourth DUI who's in there, who's there because of his relations right now. So the fact that we think that because and Justin, I'm not getting onto you, man. I'm just getting on the situation. I love you, Justin. But the fact that we can sit here and go, let's give him, it's like saying, let me give you candy so you'll brush your teeth. It's not, he has to acknowledge there's a problem, and you can't keep giving him things and thinking that's going to be what makes the difference for him. He needs, in my opinion, I'm not saying, like I said, not fire him, but he needs to be sat down and not lead a damn show on a national broadcast.
Hey, good follow-up rant.
Yeah. I love you, Justin, man. It's not you, but I just don't like, it's just, it is what it is. But let's go. I love you, Justin.
Let's get off the Jimmy thing. That was 10 minutes of Jimmy Uso. By the way, I love Jimmy and I love Jay. I love the Usos. I think they're one of the most talented tag teams that's in WWE right now.
They're probably one of the most talented they've produced in the last, I'd say, 10 years.
They're great. A lot of tag teams in the WWE lately have just kind of got thrown together, like RK Bro and all that. But I want to talk about, as I started before Steven ran it, which is totally fine. I want to talk about the fact that I love that Shotzi and Tegan Knox got called up. Love it. I love both of them. And just a shout out to Tegan Knox real quick for not blowing out one, not blowing out two, but blowing out her knee 3 times. She hasn't wrestled in God knows how many years. And looked, did I watch her on NXT last week? I think I did.
She showed up. She showed up. First, yeah, she showed up. The whole battery charging was her.
But then I did watch her on Friday, and it's like nothing ever happened.
No, she's great. She wrestles with a reckless abandon. She doesn't. She's got. I mean, I guess you've got nothing to lose when you've blown it out. When you've blown your knees out 3 times.
Yeah, but
I mean,
I think it's a great shift. You know what I mean?
I love it.
Pulling them up, and again, we don't go over NXT enough on this. We've got to start doing that because I actually watched a little bit of it tonight. I did not turn on AEW because I want to watch it from start to end, but I did watch a little bit, and it's just it's visibly able to see that, and I hate saying this because I love Vince McMahon, but it's visibly able to see that Vince McMahon has nothing to do with that promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Visually, you can tell. But anyway, let's not talk about that. We're talking about SmackDown. But yeah, I love them. I think if there's going to be a tag division, those two are great to put in it. Also, we saw some things with just while we're on that subject, that Mandy Rose showed up in NXT, and she said she's back. So she and Dana, I guess, are more.
They flopped somebody too, is what I heard. So
Tony Storm's coming up.
It wasn't her. It was someone else.
Oh,
That it was almost like a trade. Mandy Rose went down. She came up. I can't remember who it was, but it's been planned. Justin, if you're okay, good. Justin's still here. I didn't piss him off too much. Justin, if you can check, there was something about it. I can't remember who it was, but it's been in the works for like 2 months for that person to move up.
Cool.
But like you said, we have it in our banner, dude. Like Shotzi and Knox, they come up, they beat the tag. Like it's a good injection of energy that's needed in the women's tag division.
Yes.
And let's call a spade too. Like they'll eventually break them up, and those are two really, really talented women.
Here's something that we did not put in our SmackDown banners that we need to go over just shortly, just something quickly. And it's the fact that Bayley's going to be out for 9 months because it has major impacts of what's going to happen Friday. It has major impacts of what's going to happen on that has set up Money in the Bank. So
that's in our banner a little bit. We have that a little bit in there.
It is a little bit. It is a little bit, but we didn't have anything about Bayley. I feel bad because don't get me wrong, I love Bayley. Absolutely love Bayley. Yeah. I love her more as a heel than a babyface.
She does a good job. She does a really good job as being a heel. I feel bad because the reports came out that it was Vince McMahon mandated training before they hit the road again, and she blew her knee out, like exploded her knee. I mean, 9 months is a long time to be out with a knee.
That's severe,
especially nowadays.
That's severe.
Yeah, I mean nowadays you got football players coming back in like 4 months, from a knee injury.
Yeah,
it's not good. It's not good.
But let's, with her not being in the picture, Becky's still out of the picture. Sasha out of the picture right now, as we know that we know of, right?
Yeah.
Again, we're not in-depth wrestling analysts and dig deep into stuff. We go by what we watch every week and how
two fans talking wrestling, baby.
That's it, baby. Two. I had a golf pod that said 2 idiots talking golf. This is just 2 idiots talking wrestling.
Yeah, 2 more.
But I like Carmella. I do. Many people might not like her, but she's not going to win. Okay, she is not going to win. Bianca's going to beat her. Hot take, because Liv Morgan got in. Liv Morgan wins.
Don't take my hot take.
Oh, was that your hot take?
I said it last week. You remember? Or I didn't go that far, but I said
you did say Liv would get in. You said Liv
would fight her way in, and that there was a very real possibility she would win it. I can see it. She's very talented.
Dude, she's very underutilized.
She's an underutilized wrestler. She's gotten big-time victories the last couple of weeks. She earned her way in. I see it kind of, you know what I see? I see Kofi Mania. I do. I see kind of how Kofi went through the gauntlet match. Mm-hmm. And he earned that, and then at the time the fans got behind him.
You know what? I will totally jump on that train.
I would.
I 100% love her.
She's fantastic.
100%.
I don't
think she's great on the mic, Steven. I don't think she's great on the mic yet.
No, but the only way, here's the thing, man. The only way the only way you get good on the mic is by being on the mic sometimes, unless you're just gifted like The Rock or CM Punk or The Miz. Mm-hmm. But even they weren't them in the beginning. Rocky Maivia. Yeah. He wasn't there yet. So, I mean, the only way you get good on the mic is either you stay on the mic or you get Paul Heyman. and he talks for you. And he's a little tied up with the head of the table.
The worst thing that WWE ever did was not put Ronda Rousey with Paul Heyman.
Oh, I've said that so many times. That would have been awesome. That would have been so great. I mean,
anyway, let's not venture down that freaking avenue.
No. So let's round it out on SmackDown with this, man.
What else we got on the Mac of Smack?
It's Edge.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Seth beat Cesaro.
Oh, anyway. FYI, did you see the little nugget on SmackDown of Edge coming in to talk to Seth Rollins about how basically all he does is bitch and moan, and all Edge does is go and back it up.
It's great.
That's because they're setting that up. I've read that.
He said, I still think it's 2016 again. Edge told him that.
Yeah.
It
Well,
was fucking great.
it's already been reported. That's the match at SummerSlam. Seth Rollins and Edge. That's what they're going to set up. So you drop that little. That'll be a great match. I'll watch that.
Yeah, I would.
mean, but that was a good one. And then Edge kills everyone. I mean, everybody.
Dude, that was
Back
insane.
and forth.
I mean, yeah, the
Mysterios are back.
Mysterios are back. Yeah, Mysterios are back. He kind of just went from each Uso to each Uso. And,
I loved it, dude. He's like,
and his face literally legitimately looked like he wanted to kill everybody.
You know what too though is because during the pandemic we kind of got robbed of it at the PC. Him being back and seeing this, it takes you back to just like, man, he's so damn good.
Yes.
And he's so fun to watch. He said in an interview, he's like, I can lose, I can win, I can do cowardly things. He's like, the Edge character is bulletproof. And it is.
Yep.
Really quickly, I like this. I like Justin's little take here too. I have a feeling the last spot is being saved for Sasha, which if it is, makes the women's Money in the Bank a little predictable then because Sasha would win. But I do like the take that Sasha could come back and jump into that Money in the Bank.
Love it. Love it. I would really like to see Liv Morgan win, honestly. That's just
I could see that. I could see it. Let me ask you this. Let's play this card again because I've given my response. Does Edge beat Roman?
No.
That wasn't as adamant as me with my hell no, but I'm in agreement.
Okay, fine. Hell to the no.
Hell no.
Oh, hell no.
I mean,
no.
I don't see it, man. But what are you going to do?
The person that is going to dethrone Roman Reigns will be
Drew
McIntyre because he will have the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah, I could see it. We've talked about that. It's a great way to get him off of Raw and revitalize him a little bit.
And find a new feud for Bobby Lashley. Unless Kofi wins. So, all right, let's
bring
go.
Back Leo Rush.
Yeah. Let's jump to our concluding segment of AEW. Steven's favorite show of the week, every week.
Dude, I love it, man.
First of all,
I love every bit of it.
I'm going to open this up just because I want to, and I'm going to open up with.
I thought you were going to say because I want to and because I can.
Yeah, I should have said that. The Chris Jericho and MJF segment was so damn good, and the main reason why it was good, there was two reasons why it was good. One, whoever the big dude that tried to attack MJF and got a right straight from Chris Jericho was a moron, and he will never be allowed in that wherever they were. I can't remember where they were, or at another AEW event ever again. Then MJF proceeds to say, something about all of you fat white trash hicks to come in the ring so he can whip their ass too. Was great.
Which let's bear in mind too, they were in Miami.
But Steven, what was the best part about that?
Oh, it's hands down, dude. We talked about it all day today. It's the part where they're talking about the stipulation for the matches, and they're sitting across, and he's like, Jericho's like, I don't care. I'll fight you. I'll fight in a cage. I'll fight, with one arm tied behind my back. Hell, I'll even sleep with your mother.
Pause.
Again.
I lost it.
So great.
I lost it.
It was so awesome. I mean,
and speaking of that, this if you're watching live, we appreciate you. If you were watching and had to jump off, that's cool. We appreciate you as well.
Just listen to the rest of it on Apple tomorrow.
Yeah. AEW is currently going on while we are recording this, and we don't. I hate. There's times I turn that on, Steven, on my TV. Where where my TV's at.
You ruined a perfectly good surprise for me last week.
That was not because my TV was on. That was because I somehow was on my phone while we were recording.
Did you say it?
I did.
But I knew it was coming.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Now, I didn't know when, but I knew it was going to happen. But and so y'all know too, it's not through like we would love. We tried to go after, and it's too late. and I'm gonna not like I can't get on before, so we're on during, and that's the sucky part.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it is what it is, and
I
that's
mean,
why we review it.
we could try to go on after, but we've noticed that more people tune into us live, which that's what we want.
Yeah.
When at the time we start at 8 p.m. Central. So it is what it is. But
So let me ask you this, man. I
Mhm.
want to get your take because you had an interesting take. What do you think of Andrade?
Dude, I love him. I loved him when he was in WWE. I was so pumped about him coming to AEW. I honestly think that he didn't look great. He looked good. I think you had an interesting take that he didn't like his
I don't think he
pants.
liked I don't think he liked his ring attire
I don't think he
because that belt came off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's tough, man. Like he's a power athlete, but he's very agile. Like he did the move he taught Charlotte. The moonsault, land on your feet, standing moonsault, boom.
Yeah.
But he's wearing pinstripe dress pants, and he's wearing like fancy shoes. Like that shit's tough, man. I don't think he liked it. It was a slower pace. And that kind of surprised me with him fighting Siddell.
Yeah. Justin,
So,
Justin, real quick, we will throw your comment up in here a little bit because we are going to talk about that. So, but yeah, I just thought he was okay. I mean, and it was a weird first opponent for me. I mean, I guess he had to fight somebody, but it was
dude, so Buddy Murphy, I was watching something. I watch a lot of different wrestling stuff, and he had a great comment was that the 90-day like non-compete just completely fucks everything up.
Mm-hmm.
Any steam, any heat, any positivity that you have, any momentum is instantly killed by the fact that you're off TV for 90 days. The whole thing, like, and we'll get to it later with Malachi, is nobody knew that they had messed up his contract. No one expected him for 60 more days. That's why that one popped off the way that it did. But like, and Andrade debuts, and I've been really excited. I mean, y'all know, Adam knows, but Andrade debuts, and it takes 3 weeks for him to get in the ring. You know what I mean? To like get in the ring and actually have some action, and that's a little frustrating. I'm still really hopeful. I think he's still going to be really, really good. I think they're going to know how to use him. They're going to figure it out because it also took them a while to figure out Miro. It took them a little bit to figure out how to put Miro in there. The only one really, I mean, let's be honest, and God rest his soul, that they knew what to do right away was Brody Lee. Like they knew where to go with him and what to do. But for the most part, they kind of stumble sometimes in the beginning.
Yeah, it works itself out though. AEW is really good at fixing shit that doesn't work.
Well, it's wrestlers that run it. It's wrestlers who have input, so they understand.
All right, talk about your boy.
Which one, man? Which
Orange.
one? You want me to talk about my freshly squeezed?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, baby. Freshly squeezing the bunny. Love it. I love watching him fight, man. I love watching him fight. He's so fun because he's so different with how he approaches it, how he does his moves, how he goes about, like how he goes from slow to fast. I, honest to God, think he's one of the best wrestlers in the world right now. I think he's top 2. I mean, and truthfully, if you go off of AEW's rankings, he's number 2. Number 1 contender is our man Hangman, and number 2 is Orange Cassidy.
We'll get to hashtag cowboy shit here in a minute.
Oh, hashtag cowboy
Real
shit.
quick, before we go any further, Justin threw up a comment. Buddy Murphy has a match on September 31st with Brian Cage at an indie show. Should be insane. That would be a great match, actually. The only fact is Brian Cage is – I'm not going to compare him to Bobby Lashley. Oh, wait. Yes, I am. He's a little stiff.
You didn't say what I said.
Well, I'm not going to say what you said.
He looks like Johnny Bravo in the ring. And I may or may not have months ago put out a tweet that compared him to a Sasquatch.
Please, everybody, go to our Turnbuckle Times Twitter page and find that picture that Steven, his pic art that he did, because it looks eerily similar.
From My Dad is Bigfoot. It's a cartoon I watched with my 10-year-old daughter, and he looks exactly like Bigfoot. So, dude, what's going on with your lights in the back? It's tripping me out.
That's my spidey sense.
No, Amber came in, didn't she? She told you need to wrap this shit up. No, I mean, no, with Orange Cassidy, I mean, Orange, I think he's main event talent. I want to see what he does with it. I don't like, I'm never a fan of the mixed tag match. It just feels weird. It feels not in the right era anymore. I don't think you can do stuff like that. And the way you have to do it doesn't flow well. But I'm all for it, dude. I love me some orange. Give me a big old glass of orange punch, and I'm good to go. Yeah, that's right. I said orange punch.
Can I just say, too, that I love Chris Statlander?
Oh, she's amazing. She's amazing.
I love her.
She works so well with him, too. The best friends, baby.
Hey. Is that our new thing? E.T. phone home?
Justin, if you're there, man.
As my Sasquatch hand comes in.
We'll welcome you into the best friends. I mean,
it's okay. I just gotta talk. I gotta talk about this now because I've been waiting all night to talk about this.
Oh shit!
I just want to talk about cowboy shit.
Oh, hashtag cowboy shit.
He is okay. Everybody knows that one of my favorite wrestlers, and we don't go over it, which is really weird because I wear this hat every week.
Yeah, I wear this every weekend.
One of my favorite wrestlers is Adam Cole. Baby. Adam Raymer, baby.
Dude, that was so timed well. So well. Hey, you know who my brother Josh's favorite wrestler is?
Not Adam Cole, baby.
I know, but you remember, right? It's me. It's me. It's
J
D B. Sorry, y'all don't get that. That's his name. Go ahead. Let's talk about some cowboy shit.
First of all, he 100% deserves it. He is, to me, again, if anybody's tuning in, I love you all. But this is a total opinionated comment I'm going to make. He's the best wrestler in AEW. Some people might disagree with me because they might say Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega is probably one of the greatest in the world. But I love his gimmick. I love his in-ring ability. He's young.
Yeah, we did look that up.
And he's pretty good on the mic. I don't think Kenny Omega is... I mean, let me take that back.
Kenny Omega's great on the mic, dude.
He's pretty good on the mic. He's really good inside the ring. I'm not... Let me rephrase what I said. He's the best wrestler in AEW. I think right now the push for the best wrestler in AEW is Hangman. How about that? Is that a better? Because honestly,
I can see that.
Because Kenny Omega is the best wrestler in AEW.
Well, what I was going to say, I think a good term would be he is the. I'm going to go one step further from what you said. In my opinion, Hangman Page is the most over wrestler in wrestling today.
Not overrated. Getting over.
He is so over with. I mean, Omega comes out and they just start chanting cowboy shit over. And now they've built this. And that pay-per-view that I think it's going to happen at, which is what it's All
or Nothing.
All or Nothing, yeah. That's where he's going to win it. Dude, that's September.
Yeah.
That's still 2 months away.
Yeah.
But we reviewed it last week too. They've built this for 2 years. He is the most over wrestler in the entire industry right now. Mm-hmm. I mean, hashtag cowboy shit, man. I mean, I got nothing else. Mm-hmm. And I love me some Orange Cassidy, but we've had numerous discussions too on here too that I love me some Hangman. I love me some Hangman. Well, hey, here's a question for you.
Okay.
Because we're an hour in.
Yeah, I was getting ready to end it, but I wasn't going to end it. I was going to get to the last point, but go ahead.
Well, and I know the last point is Malachi.
Yeah.
So the big rumor, obviously, with Malachi, which we'll talk about his debut here in just a second, is Dark Order, right? So where does that leave Hangman with the Dark Order? What do you? I mean, they're buddy, man. They're the one who's giving him the big push, the confidence. And I think if Malachi takes over the Dark Order, it goes to a much darker place back when Brody Lee was there. It's less fun.
I do agree with that, and I think it sets up a Malachi Adam Page future match.
Ooh,
How awesome would that match be?
That would be really, really good. I mean, I'll tell you, of the wrestlers, I mean, I love me some Miro. Everyone knows I love me some Miro. I think, and y'all know from listening to us, I could not be more excited to have Malachi Black in the AEW. Like that was when I was really hoping was going to come to fruition. So I'm really excited. Getting to Justin's point, let's bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
Malachi's first feud with Cody and his track record in past feuds. I'm not too concerned because I do think Cody, for the most part, with the right talent, excuse me.
That funky Buddha wanting to come up.
Yeah, it came back on me. He knows what's best for business.
Oh,
and
God.
I mean,
did you just pull an authority slogan?
His dad's Dusty Rhodes, man. He knows the best storylines.
I can see it. I can see it now.
I can see it in the light. Malachi Black.
In the marquee.
In the marquee. Malachi Black. Malachi. But I mean, he was in the meetings, obviously, that probably brought Malachi here. I think he'll do the right thing. Cody's of all the executive VPs, he's the only one, he's truly the one that strikes me as he's cool if you beat him. You know, he's established. He's so ingrained that I do think he'll put Malachi over, and then we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I do. Here's the thing. Here's the thing with AEW that I do want to, I want to give you a chance to talk about Malachi too, but is a question is that does it make it better that there's only 2 titles outside of the tag titles? Or does it make it harder? Does it make it better because you're invested across the board, not just in title matches? But does it make it difficult too? Because like you could see like a Malachi owning a smaller title first and then moving his way up.
I think you're so used to seeing multiple titles since AEW has been around or WWE's been around for so long that you're so used to seeing multiple titles that I think it gives AEW a little bit different edge. And also with AEW, you have win-loss records.
Yeah.
So I think it sets up better to I think maybe they could add one more just to have,
I don't know what you would call it is the only thing as I sit here trying to figure it out.
I mean, you've got what? You've got the world title, the TNT title, and the tag titles, right? And that's it.
Yeah. And you got the women's title.
Yeah. Maybe not. I don't mind it. It doesn't bother me either way. If they added another title, I'd be okay with it. I will tell you that it might keep you a little more invested to watch other matches that aren't contending. That's the great thing. That's the great thing about AEW is that it's different every week, guys. Every week.
Well, and they fight. Like the matches they're so good for the most part that they don't have to have a title. Darby Allin and Ethan Page.
Yeah.
It's so captivating. Yeah. They don't have to have a title on the line.
Yeah.
It
was something we didn't put in AEW real quick. Young Bucks are the best tag team in wrestling. Yeah, their porn stashes they had a couple of weeks ago were great. I'm gonna try to do that, I think.
Yeah, it's not gonna work for you. You don't grow hair right here.
I can't. I don't know why. I'm 40 years old, almost 40 years old.
You look like Don Julio.
Just call me Don Honcho. Mike Honcho.
Yeah.
Okay. Way off topic here. My mother is watching this and she hates this, by the way.
I'm not gonna say I agree or disagree.
I love you. Yeah, because you have to work with me. I love you, Mom.
I do.
But you want me to talk about Malachi Black?
Yeah, why don't you give your opinion on Malachi and then we'll rank the shows this week.
You ready?
Yes.
Malachi Black.
That's your opinion?
Enough said.
Hey, can we just say that? Hey, yes, you talked about her. She hit the love.
I know.
Your mom loved the podcast again. But can we just say too, though, can we just applaud? I'm not going to do it again, but AEW literally carrying a storyline from WWE over, like his eye.
Yeah.
It's still from Seth Rollins.
Yeah. I love it.
They literally carried it over and kept it going with his character, which I love. I love it. I think it's so great.
Yeah.
I mean, they've changed his name. He had the YouTube clip came out, which if you're scared or you don't like horror movies, don't watch it at night, dude. It's freaky. But
Steven had to turn lights on and make
that's
sure
not why I had to turn lights on. That's not why I had to turn lights on and double check. I made a huge mistake. We're gonna go off topic for a second. I made a huge mistake, which I loved it too, though, was I watched the Night Stalker documentary on Netflix, and by golly, dude, I triple checked my locks that night, even though he's dead. But okay, so yeah, I'm with you. Malachi Black, dude. I'm pumped because when we get off of here, I'll do the little headliner, you'll upload, you'll do your thing, and then I watch AEW. Like it's Fighter Fest, dude. It's
Wednesday nights.
Go.
Wednesday nights suck for me after we're done recording.
Yeah.
Because I'm up too late and I'm old and
you say that, but you're the first one at the office.
You know what that's called?
No life.
That's called dedication that's called dedication.
It's called grown children.
I don't work banker's hours like the other people that work with me.
I know, fucking Chuck.
Chuck's there before me.
Okay. Let's rate the shows, man. Let's rate them. Where do we got them at?
Are we ranking?
They're getting a little more difficult. I'm not gonna lie.
That's gonna be easy for me.
I mean, Road Ragers number 1. Like it was great from beginning to end.
Okay.
SmackDown and then Raw.
It's close for me on 2 and 3. AEW 1 for me.
Okay. Is Malachi in your room? Malachi.
Yeah.
Malachi.
If anybody saw, my light just turned on my fan behind me. Weird. Because my wife is at work. So
you need to get a cutout poster of Malachi Black and just kind of bring him into
yeah. It's really close for me on SmackDown and Raw, but I think the Edge ending made me say SmackDown 2 and Raw 3. Now, Raw had the better match, I think, of the night.
The Ricochet match.
In the Ricochet and Morrison match. So
the tiebreaker for me, if you're looking at it, the tiebreaker is Edge and Roman, Lashley, Kofi. Which one's better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, dude, I really feel like Malachi Black's getting ready to black mass you in the face.
Because my
going
light
on and off.
It's a timer, actually. So,
who sets their timer for every 15 minutes?
Actually, it's a timer that when I installed that fan, I forgot to turn the son of a bitch off. So at 9:05, actually 8:45 and 9:05 every week during the week, it goes on and off. So, and I'm too lazy to take the fan down and fix it.
Okay, we got to round this out, man. You want to round this out
in 10 minutes. Everybody, 100% that watched and or listening, we love every single one of you. The response we've gotten, actually, last week, me and like Steven said, opening up was shocking to say the least. I've watched tonight a little bit at numbers, and it's probably pretty close to what we did last week.
We'll know right away. We'll
know right away. Please. A couple of things. Go share this, subscribe it, review it. We can't thank you guys enough, but we really need to know how we're doing. Justin, you're the man because you send us comments every week, and
Noob does too.
Noob does. We've had some great interaction the past couple of weeks, and we really do appreciate that. So please go hit that YouTube again. Like Steven said, we're really close to giving away free shit. So go hit the subscribe. Tell somebody to subscribe. I don't care where you do it, just do it.
And I've said this too. So if you're watching on Twitter, retweet it.
Yes.
Okay? Go ahead and retweet it. If you've only watched on Twitter, jump over and check it out on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed there too. Mm-hmm. Check that out. It helps us out tremendously if you go over and you do that one too.
We are on all social medias. We are on all social medias, guys.
If you're watching on Facebook and you haven't liked the page, like the page. Mm-hmm. You know, it's the only way we know how we're doing while we're doing it.
I'm gonna throw a little thing in, a little tidbit in real quick. We're gonna be on Twitch soon.
That's all, Adam. I have no clue. All I know is Tommy Inn's on Twitch, and so is Selena Vega. That's all I know.
It used to be a gaming thing, but I found that some people use that, so we're gonna try it one time because our program we use.
It'll all look the same too.
It all looks the same. Nothing
link
different
to a Twitch
for
account for this one. Which God love him, Adam, as the CEO. He's just going to take on more responsibilities because I don't know a damn thing about Twitch.
It's okay.
Yes,
I'll figure
Justin,
it out.
We love you, dude. We try our best. We do try.
We do try.
I mean,
but anyway,
I've said
go follow us on our social medias. Follow Steven at Steven Burton 86. There's your daughter's behind you.
Do you want to say hi? We're rounding out. You want to say hi? Okay,
that's great. But anyway, go follow us. Follow the show, please. Again, subscribe and
wait. So there is the very real possibility we will be later, probably next week than Wednesday. I am on vacation with the little one behind me, as well as my other one who is asleep. Going out of town, taking some much needed rest from my first job and my podcasting for just a little bit. They'll still be putting out. But if we do one next week, which we very much want to, because Money in the Bank, it will be probably like Thursday. It might be Friday.
It might even be during the weekend. It might be a Sunday night thing.
It might be a little different.
Let's just do this. There will more than likely be an episode next week. Look at her. Hi, Becca.
It's my life, y'all. It's my life.
Anyway,
Mr. Adam.
We're going to get off here, guys. It's been an hour and 10 minutes. We appreciate you all that tuned in live. If you're listening on Apple or wherever, we appreciate that as well. We will see you some point next week.
Y'all know. We'll put it out. We'll put it out. You guys will know.
Ding, ding, baby.
Ding, ding. Talk to y'all later.
See ya.